Yeah.
Scott, I promise you, we're not bad cops.
Well, you're acting like bad cops.
I'm not. I'm just
Because we both corroborated the story that we were arguing on the phone,
Scott,
and then you put your foot in the door,
Scott,
and then you wouldn't leave after you knew that it was just an argument on the phone.
Welcome back to We the People University. My name is Abaya Israel, former police officer, former sheriff's deputy. Today, our focus will be on the Prescott Police Department located in Arizona. The department recently came under scrutiny following an interaction with the local resident who operates the YouTube channel Scott Gust. The incident in question took place when Mr. Gust was engaged in a verbal dispute with a family member over the phone. A neighbor who overheard the argument called the police, who arrived at Mr. Gust's residence and determined that no crime had been committed. Despite this fact, the officers proceeded to demand Mr. Gust's identification, a request that was met with resistance by the resident. As Mr. Gust attempted to close his front door, one of the officers placed his foot across the threshold, preventing it from closing. The action was illegal, as the officer did not have a search or an arrest warrant and violated Mr. Gust's Fourth Amendment rights. This echoes a similar incident, Coffin versus Brenda, in which Cynthia Coffin attempted to shut her garage door to prevent two Sarasota County Sheriff's deputies from serving a court order on her husband. As she attempted to close the door, Deputy Stacy Brenda stepped into the threshold, breaking the electronic eye safety beam and causing the door to open. The court held that this act constituted a violation of the resident's Fourth Amendment rights. Mr. Gust had every right to refuse to ID, seeing that he committed no crime, and the police officer in this incident had no right to place his foot in the threshold of Mr. Gust's door, preventing him from closing it. We invite our audience to share their thoughts and opinions in this matter in the comment section below. I look forward to reading your perspectives and engaging in a meaningful conversation. Now, let's get back to the video.
Harassing me.
I'm not harassing you. We have the duty to
Are you having fun? Because this is boring for me.
You're repeating for your camera, and I'm trying to repeat it as well.
Yes. Go ahead.
Scott, at this point, you're like Officer Harris said, you don't have to answer any questions.
Yes.
But you are legally obligated to identify yourself.
Really? On my private property?
Yes.
In my home?
Yes.
No, I'm not going to.
You have to provide your full
Right. No.
and truthful.
No. Can you state your badge number and names, please?
Scott.
Your name's Scott?
No, he's talking to you.
I know, Mom.
Officer Harris. 426.
You see, Mom, this is what I told you about. You made a huge mistake even cooperating with them.
Scott, like I said,
because we were arguing on the phone.
Any questions about what happened?
I'm talking to my mom.
Identify yourself.
I know. What? Who I am?
I didn't make any
But you know who I am. You just stated who I was.
Scott, I don't know who you are.
Of course you do. I'm her son.
I don't know who you are. I've never.
Mama, who am I?
Scott Gusky.
There you go. I'm her son. Now what?
Okay.
Why is your foot there?
Can I have your date of birth?
No, go away.
Okay. Scott, I'm not going to go away until you identify who you are. So I know who
Is
you
he
are.
stupid? I just told him who I was.
You know what? My husband just died, okay, you guys? Come on.
They don't care about stuff like that, Mom. They're cops.
on edge, and I got a heart issue, and I don't even...
With that, I don't want you to be out here for too long.
We can do this all day, guys. You can go ahead and arrest me. It'd be an unlawful arrest. I'll sue, and so on and so forth. Is that the cunt that called? Because that's crazy, man. You never got in an argument on the phone with anybody? Still got your foot there, dude. I've been seeing hundreds of videos with cops violating civilians' rights. It's just it's unheard
If
of.
you understood your rights, it would be a little bit.
Oh, I understand my rights. Yeah, I've already identified myself to you, and I don't even have to identify myself to you.
Truthful name.
Yeah, I don't even have to identify myself to you. No, I don't. You don't know the law.
You obviously don't know the law, then.
You obviously don't. And you took an oath to uphold the Constitution too. This is private property. This is private property, and we didn't even have to answer the door. Okay, so you can just say whatever you want all day. All right.
So when we respond to a domestic disturbance,
yeah, you know what the
every
domestic
party involved is required by law to provide their truthful name. Okay.
Yeah, you already have that information.
I don't.
And you're
Scott,
deaf.
And I didn't catch the last name. So if you'd like to give me your last name and date of birth, that's all I'm asking for at this point. But at this point, you're refusing to.
Yeah, I don't answer questions. Sounds like she's answering questions.
Yeah, she's being a little bit more cooperative.
Well, because no offense, dude, but I mean, you already knew it was an argument on the phone, so you should have just left. Okay.
I didn't know that.
We told you right when you were at the
When
door.
it happened, Scott? No, I got called for a domestic.
Mom, stop.
disturbance.
Just
So-
stop. You need to go ahead and do the whole Fifth Amendment shit and stop talking, Mom. I don't understand what your problem is. You're acting like this little sheep. It's weird.
I am a sheep.
Mom, just stop talking. Tell them to leave, and that's it. Because I'm bored. I want to go play video games. Or get false, unlawfully arrested and sue. Either way, I could use the money. just comply with the unlawful orders.
If I die, I'll come back and haunt you guys.
You're upsetting my mom. I hope she doesn't have to go to the hospital because of what you guys are doing.
Well, you're the one that made this a much bigger issue than it needed to be, Scott.
As soon as we told you it was an argument on the phone, you should have left.
No, we have a duty to investigate to make sure there's not anything further underlying that we can't.
Well, now you know. Why are you still here?
Since they have that, everybody's nerves are on edge. They were fine. Well, they were always fine.
Sorry, I'm not
For
trying
me,
to speak over you. I just want you to say that.
I'm not cold. I'm just okay. 7711668. If you have your phone out, he's got like a.
No, there's not a cell plan on the phone.
I don't know.
Kind of cold, man. You gonna leave your foot there? I'd like to close the door.
My son is at work.
It's like 20 degrees outside. It's not very protect and serve of you.
No, I was showing my daughter my after Christmas sale stuff, and she made a comment on the phone, and he heard her. I had her on speaker, and she made a comment she should have made about him, and then he heard her. So then he got mad.
I'm trying to talk to my mom about not cooperating with fascists, but she doesn't listen. I don't know. It's weird.
They don't get along. She just made a comment.
It's like 2,000 police brutality and rights violation videos I've been watching. Just in
Yeah, you
Arizona
learn a
alone.
lot on those YouTube videos.
Yeah.
It was just 75% off. And he took.
I don't know why you guys do it. Why become a cop if you're going to abuse innocence? I'm completely against that.
We're not abusing anyone, Scott.
Are you abusing my rights right now?
Investigate.
No. You lied and said I have to provide my ID to you, which is a lie.
You do.
You blocked the door from being closed by putting your foot in the door.
After we leave here, look that law up. I promise you it's a real law. I'm not
I don't
making
care
it
what
up,
you
man.
say.
I'm not violating any rights.
You are right now. I want to close the door and your foot's in the door and you already know that it was just an argument on the phone and you know my
As
identity.
soon as Officer Harris is done speaking with your mom, we'll get out of your hair. Okay?
Fantastic.
So we're not abusing anyone. We're not violating any rights.
Well, we'll let
I
the
do this
video,
for a living every day. So
we'll
I
let
know
the viewers decide.
okay, well, go ahead. They're not going to find anything wrong with it. We responded here for a domestic disturbance.
Yeah, and I'm cold. I'd like to close the door.
Required to investigate, and when we investigate that and determine either A, a crime was committed, or B, a crime wasn't committed, but that's our job. That's what we do for a living, is investigate those. And as soon as we determine a crime hasn't been committed, then we get out of your hair, and no harm, no foul.
Seriously, no, like not trying to start shit. Do you guys ever end up arresting people who make false calls? Like I see so many cops violating rights over false calls, where neighbors say, "Oh my God, this guy's being violent." This guy, and then they get there, and there was no crime at all, and the person who called was lying.
Okay, so Scott, I'm gonna take that question you just asked me. What if we responded to a call and somebody answers at the door and says, "Oh, nothing, everything's fine, nothing's going on here," but
Yeah.
in reality, there was a domestic situation where there was an assault or a kidnapping or somebody was being held captive, and we just took your word for it and left?
I'm not talking about me.
I'm just saying, what if we went to a call and somebody said everything was okay, but it really wasn't, and then we just left? Wouldn't we?
No,
Are we kind of on the hook for
you
that?
think I don't? You believe it or not, I hate bad cops. I don't hate good cops.
Okay,
Back the blue until it happens to you. Yeah.
Scott, I promise you, we're not bad cops.
Well, you're acting like bad cops.
I'm not. I'm just
Because we
doing my
both
job.
corroborated the story that we were
Okay.
arguing on the
Scott,
phone,
Scott.
and then you put your foot in the door,
Scott.
and then you wouldn't leave after you knew that it was just an argument on the phone.
Okay, but removing someone from the house to where they can give an independent statement, doesn't that make a little bit more sense?
I'm bored,
I
man.
don't know if you had a gun.
Oh
and
my
you were
God.
telling her, hey, tell
I hate to tell you this, but it's
Okay.
completely lawful to own firearms
It is.
in your home.
It is 100%. I didn't say it wasn't.
Still America.
I agree with you. I think more people should carry firearms,
Yeah.
but it's our job to make sure everything's okay. All right. We're not bad people. We're not bad cops. We're not violent anyone. So as soon as Officer Harris.
Yeah, email. I'd like to send you about 2,000 videos.
Nope, I don't want any of your videos, man. I appreciate it. Though.
No, not my videos. The public being completely fucking ass raped by fashion.
Scott, you have a good day, man.
Hey, man, you too.
That wasn't anything. I was,
You give them all the information you could, Mom?
yes.
That's great.
You guys take care.
Hey, you guys too.
I would spend my days in prison. No, I'm kidding. I would spend my
Prison over argument on the phone. Yeah,
Hey, you guys, I appreciate
that's it. They're leaving.
Stay safe. I hope the next thing you have is this easy. I mean, as unconfrontational. You know what I mean?
Thank you for joining We the People University. If you have a video you would like us to share, please click the link in the video description. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe so that you may be notified when we publish future videos. Also, don't forget to download Cancel Tyranny version 2 and learn your basic rights when there is no time to Google. Available now on Apple and Android. And if you ever wondered about what really happens behind the scenes within the police department, check out my other channel titled Cop Tales 236 to hear all of my stories about my time and experience while working as a cop. We look forward to seeing you on the next video. Thank you for your support.